Good afternoon, everyone. It's fantastic to see you all here. My name is Amy Neeser, and I work in research IT. And I'm very, very excited to be hosting this cloud meetup today because many of my colleagues in research IT will be presenting, along with a couple of researchers that we work very closely with, who you'll hear from soon. Before we get started, I would like to thank our planners. You go to the next slide, please. Thank you. So thank you to the Division of Computing, Data Science and Society, Information Services Technology, IST, Lawrence Berkeley National Lab, who has joined our planning committee, Research IT, my organization, and then also Skydeck. So a lot of great minds coming together to put on this lovely meetup for y'all. We have a few announcements today. The first one is this CARC Research Computing and Data Census. So CARC is the Campus Research Computing Consortium. I work quite a bit with them. And this census really aims to provide the first large data set on the composition of research data and computing workforce. I actually was involved in helping design this survey, and we would like to invite anyone who identifies as a research computing or data professional to participate. And we're looking at topics like demographics, job responsibilities, job types, compensation, and perceptions of the research data and computing field. And this will provide us a large data set, which we can use to help measure equity across institutions and positions. So please do consider participating. I'll drop some links to these various things in the chat once I'm done with all of the announcements. So please consider participating in that. Additionally, we have a training coming up in research IT, and it's for our high performance computing cluster, Savio. So if anybody is interested in learning more about high performance computing or Savio specifically, please join us on October 14th at 3:40. And then we heard about a few cool opportunities through Microsoft, actually. So the Microsoft Research Summit is coming up. This is from October 19th until the 21st. I was peeking around in there and I saw that there's some really cool cloud sessions. So I will be sure to drop a link to that in the chat for you, and that's virtual. And then Microsoft Ignite is in early November. And I don't know quite as much about Microsoft Ignite, but I was asked to share this announcement, and so I'm passing it along to you. Does anybody else have any other announcements that they would like to share? You could either drop things in the chat or raise your hand or unmute. Okay, great. Well, if you think of anything else as we're going on today, feel free to use the chat to share with the group. All right, so next, we're going to get started with a little poll. So please go to menti.com, MENTI.com on your various devices, and it will ask you to enter a code, and the code is 7864681. We've got a couple of questions for you. Yep, and let's go to the poll. And if you need the code, it's at the top of the screen here. So we always like to ask, what part of the community are you from? Let us know. Looks like we've got quite a few Berkeley IT staff, other staff. We've got some guests. Welcome to our guests. Got some academic folks. LBL's in the house. I like it. Okay, excellent. This is a good mix of folks. Let's move on to the next question. So getting into our topic today, how familiar are you with the idea of data protection levels? Excellent. Looks like most folks have some understanding, which is fantastic. We've got some experts. some people who heard about it, and some folks who are here to learn about it today. So that's fantastic. This talk will be for all levels, so no worries at all. All right, next question. So have any data providers discussed data protection with you before? Wow, we have a lot of yeses. This is more yeses than I was expecting, actually. Very interesting. Okay, we got about 2/3 yes, 1/3 no. Fascinating. All right, and one more question. So what general model for security roles and responsibilities is promoted by cloud providers such as AWS? The shared blame model, the shared responsibility model, or the it's your fault model? Looks like a lot of folks think shared responsibility model, a couple with the it's your fault. Nobody's taking the shared blame model. Shout out to Chris Hoffman.
Be real, folks. Come on, be honest here. Who's the cynic out there?
Shout out to Chris Hoffman for this excellent question. I think sometimes we get very serious and steeped in data security, and it's fun to keep it light. So it is indeed the shared responsibility model. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you all very much. So without further ado, I'm very pleased to welcome our speakers. So we have quite a few speakers this month. So welcome to Dr. Chris Hoffman, Jason Christopher, and Jolene Locanis in Research IT. Jolene also is in IST. And a special welcome to our two researchers, Dr. Janet Arcara and Liza Lutzker. And with that, we will turn it over to you.